wonder if you have lost something recently. We all lose stuff from time to time, don't we? Usually it's annoying or mildly frustrating. We know we've put that thing down somewhere, we just don't know where. But sometimes losing things can be more than annoying. It can be devastating, all-consuming. When my eldest was about 2 years old, I lost him for about 5 minutes. We were in a department store, and 1 minute he was there, and the next he wasn't. Oh, that sudden realisation that crept over my body and turned me into a ball of sweat, and then blind panic as I ran from aisle to aisle, calling and looking for Ed. And then I found him. He had managed somehow to get out of the front doors of the shop and was happily sitting in the postman pack car, wishing that someone would put some money into it to make it play the tune and make it move. He'd obviously seen it on the way into the shop and had somehow managed to find his way out to it. Do you know what? This happened over 30 years ago, but I can still remember the relief, the emotion, the way I hugged him just a little bit tighter that night. But then, of course, sometimes we are the ones that get lost. And again, this can range from mildly annoying, like having a rather bad sense of direction, like me. Do you know what? I can regularly lose myself in the New Forest, in buildings, in shopping centres. Brian teases me when we go on holiday because I can genuinely spend most of a week turning the wrong way out of our bedroom to get to the lift, or being surprised that yet again, I'm just not sure where our room is. But sometimes getting lost can be much more devastating. We find ourselves lost for many reasons, and sometimes for many years. I spent 19 years away from the church. Not lost in the sense of being unhappy. I think on the whole, I was quite happy. But I was certainly lost in the sense of knowing God, allowing myself to feel loved by God. There was a deep sense of loss within me. So if being lost is something you can relate to, there's a story in the Bible about sheep that is particularly good. It's in Luke chapter 15. For those of you who don't know it, the story isn't a complex one. There's not much of a plot. There's a flock of 100 sheep and a shepherd. The flock is all together. One wanders off. The shepherd realises one is lost, so he goes off to find it. He finds it. He puts it on his shoulders, brings it home. There's a party with all his friends and neighbours to celebrate. A simple story, but with huge significance. Why? Because we are all like the sheep. Scripture tells us time and time again that we are like sheep who have gone astray. Why sheep? Well, what do we know about sheep? Well, firstly, they are dumb. Adorable, but dumb. Try Googling dumb things sheep do, and you do get some good stories. And one of the other things we know about sheep is that they don't have a good sense of direction. They nibble themselves lost. They may start out with their community, but then they go from one tuft of grass to the next with their heads down. And suddenly, when they look up, they see they have wandered far from their flock, and they are not sure how they got there, just like the lost sheep in this story. But the good news is that the shepherd here is a good shepherd. He knows his flock. He's been counting them, and he knows one is missing, so he goes looking. And when he finds the sheep, he doesn't tell him off. He doesn't make him walk home with his head hanging in shame. He doesn't point the finger at him when they get back and tell everyone how silly he's been. No, he picks him up. He carries him on his shoulders. And when he gets home, he throws a party to celebrate. I think this story is great because I think most of us can relate to that dumb sheep with the poor sense of direction. Sometimes we put our heads down, we focus on our tufts of grass and we move from one to the next, and suddenly we've gone astray. We have nibbled ourselves lost. We're not quite sure how we ended up where we did, which decision we made way back when, which resulted in the landscape we now see. But the fact is, we are just a little bit lost in this journey called life. But this story about the lost sheep is about salvation. This is a story about God's immeasurable love for us, a God who comes looking for us, who scoops us up onto his shoulders, who says, I love you. You matter to me. Let me carry you home. And then let's celebrate. We've all been that lost sheep. Some of us get lost for 5 minutes. Some of us get lost for years. Some of us are still a little bit lost. But we are found because we all matter to God. Every one of us matters to God. Everyone out there matters to God. Every person who finds themselves lost without a sense of direction matters to God and is loved by God. So next time you have nibbled your way lost, take a moment. Look around you because God is searching for you. He's calling out to you. He wants to scoop you up and carry you back to the flock on his shoulders, and then celebrate.